Hello students, so today we are going to start with chapter 11 of your science textbook, which is work and energy. So let's start with the topic. So let's start with the content first. Let's see the content first. So in this whole chapter, we are going to study about work, energy and its forms, kinetic energy and its expressions, potential energy and its expressions, conservation of energy, power, and unit of energy. Okay. So let's start with the very basic term first. That is, we'll see what is work. Yeah, we all have listened this work or this work in our day-to-day life. It is very general term. Okay, right? So we have heard this word quite often. So if I ask you how would you define this particular word, so you will say that work is like doing any physical activity, right? Or if you are doing any mental activity, you call it as work, isn't it? In general usage, you call it as work. So I'm talking here about the general usage of work, right, in a day-to-day life. But what I want to say here is, what I want you to understand is the definition of work in terms of science changes here, right? Or we can say there is a difference between the definition of work which we use in a general life to the definition of work in terms of science. For example, I give you one more example. Suppose a person is standing here, right, with a load on his head. And suppose he is standing for almost 2 hours. Will he feel tired? After 2 hours, he'll feel tired, right? So the thing is, he'll say, if you ask him, he'll say, oh, I feel so tired. I have done so much of work. In general usage, he'll say, I have done so much of work, that's why I'm feeling tired. But if you ask him, in terms of science, he has not done any kind of work. In terms of science, he has not done any kind of work. Why I am saying so, we'll see this further. What is the definition of work in terms of science? What is the definition of work in terms of science? Similarly, I'll give you one more example. You'll get the answers later. Suppose if you are studying for whole day for your examinations, right? So, and at the end of the day, you feel exhausted, isn't it? And you say like, oh, I've done so much of work today. I'm feeling so tired. I studied so hard today, right? So in general usage, you have done so much of work. But in terms of science, you have not done any kind of work. Your work done is zero. If you are studying for whole day, even if you are studying for 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours, you are mentally exhausted. But in terms of science, your work done is zero. Why? We'll see to it. Okay. Now another term which we often use is energy. And you are familiar with this term. You have studied this term in your previous classes also. And how you usually define energy? Energy is defined as capacity of doing work, right? And we know that there are many forms of energy, like chemical energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, and heat energy. Okay, so in this whole chapter, we are going to study about work, energy, the relation between work and energy, conservation of energy, and like that. Okay, so let's see the definition of work in terms of science. Okay, see, what is written here is work is defined as the force acting upon an object to cause a displacement. Okay, work is defined as a force acting upon an object to cause a displacement, Okay, for example, this is an object lying on the table. You can see this object lying on the table, and now you are applying a force F in some particular direction. In this direction, in this forward direction, you are applying a constant force on this particular object. What will happen now? The object will start moving. Let's suppose this is the final position of the object. From here, the object moves to here. So this is the exact displacement to which it moved, right? So now this is the final position of the object. This is the previous position of the object. So you have applied a force F in some direction, and then the object is moved through some displacement D. Okay. So we can say the work is done on this particular object, and the work done is equal to the force applied. It is a product of force applied to the displacement S और D कैसे भी इसको define कर हम specify कर सकते हैं. Okay. So, and it is always expressed as the product of force and displacement in the direction of force. So there are, in scientific terms, there are two necessary conditions for the work to be happened. The first one is there must be a force acting upon the object, right? And the second is it should move along a distance. There should be a movement. Okay, displacement होना चाहिए, तभी हम बोल सकते हैं the work is done on the object. Okay, work is specified by this capital W. This is force on the object and S is the displacement of the object. Understood? समझ आया यहाँ तक सबको? Now we'll see what is the unit of work. See, what I have said, the work is force into displacement. We all know that unit of force is Newton, unit of displacement is meter, the unit of work will be Newton meter, right? And we also say that it is joule. Okay, Newton meter or joule. So how will you define 1 joule? How will you define 1 joule? When will you say that 1 joule of work is done? 1 joule of work कब होगा? कब होगा 1 joule of work? जब 1 Newton of force is applied on any object to displace the object by 1 meter. ठीक है, displacement is 1 meter. Then at that point we'll say that 1 joule of work has been done. 1 joule is defined as the amount of work done by force of 1 Newton when the displacement is 1 meter. Okay, understood? Clear? यहाँ तक सबको? Right? Okay, then moving forward. See, we are talking here about force and displacement. We know that force has some magnitude, right? We say 1 Newton का force लगा, 2 Newton का force लगा, 10 Newton का force लगा. Force has some magnitude. Force has some magnitude and as well as direction. ठीक है? Whether in forward direction, backward direction, upward direction, है ना? It has magnitude as well as direction. So any quantity which has magnitude and direction both, we call it as, what we call it as? We call it as vector quantity. कोई भी quantity जिसका magnitude और direction दोनों है, we call it as vector quantity. Okay? Similarly, distance की अगर हम बात करें, it has magnitude, right? It has magnitude, it has direction, right? So again, displacement is a vector quantity, right? Okay. Now, what is work then? What is work? Work has only, when we see, work has only magnitude. It has magnitude. 1 joule of work, 1 Newton meter of work, but it does not have direction. ना? Direction नहीं है ना work का. It has only magnitude. So work is a scalar quantity, right? So although work is a product of force and displacement, and force and displacement both individually are vector quantities, but work is a scalar quantity. Okay, right? Clear up to this point? Now moving forward, see, work done किसी भी object पे हो रहा है तो वो work done कैसे हो सकता है? It can be of 3 types. It can be either positive, negative or zero. Work done on any object can be positive, negative or zero. So we'll see the 3 conditions one by one. When we will see the work done on any object is positive, when we will say कि work done on any object is negative or zero. Okay. So see this diagram. Here you can see this is a person. He is moving this trolley types, right? He is moving this machine in forward direction. He is applying the force in forward direction. and the displacement is also in forward direction, right? The direction of force and the direction of movement of the object is same, right? Okay, so when you find out the work, the product of force into displacement comes out to be positive. See, both the directions are same, right? When the direction of displacement is same as that of the direction of force, then we will say the positive work is done. Okay, or you can also say when the direction of force and displacement is same, then of course the angle between the force applied and the displacement will be कितना होगा angle, the angle कितना है दोनों के बीच में, ये अगर force है आपका and this is the direction, the angle is zero. How much angle they are making with one another? This is zero. They are parallel to each other. And if you find out W is equal to F into D, whole value is positive. So we'll say the work done is positive. है ना? Clear है ना? Okay. Now next is negative work done. So when we'll say the work done is negative, see, this is our object, है ना? A person is applying a force. This is a pushing force on the object. The direction of the force is this. Of course, the object will move in this direction in ideal situation if there is no friction. But we know that हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ friction होता है, तो surface के साथ कुछ friction होगा, तो friction will always act in the opposite direction of the force, right? Then the force of friction will of course act in the direction opposite to the application of the force, isn't it, right? So this is the direction of force and this is the direction of frictional force. This is the direction of applied force and this is the direction of frictional force. And of course these two directions are opposite to each other. This one is forward, pushing force is in the direction of forward direction and this frictional force is in backward direction. And if we see the angle between these two, it is 180 degree, right? Okay. And work done will be called as negative work done, right? When the direction of displacement is opposite to the direction of force, then we call it as negative work done. Of course, when we see it with the frictional force यहाँ पे हो रहा है, इसका फ्रिक्शन की वजह से इसका जो मूवमेंट हो रहा है वो थोड़ा सा बैकवर्ड साइड होगा, है ना, राइट? तो हम इसको नेगेटिव कंसिडर करेंगे. बट व्हेन वी सी कि इसका मोशन कहाँ पे हो रहा है, ठीक है, तो इट इज इन द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन. So in with this situation it is positive work done, right? But इसका फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स की वजह से जो बैकवर्ड मूवमेंट हो रही है जितनी, वो क्या है, दिस इज नेगेटिव वर्क डन, राइट? सो एंगल बिटवीन फोर्स अप्लाइड एंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट हियर इज 180 डिग्री, है ना? क्लियर? नाउ द नेक्स्ट लास्ट वन इज विल सी व्हेन वी विल से जीरो वर्क इज डन. ओके, सबसे सिंपल है ये, व्हेन देयर इज नो मूवमेंट एट ऑल, राइट? फोर्स है यहाँ पे, ठीक है, ये लेके खड़ा हुआ है एक आदमी यहाँ पे बहुत सारा वेट लेके, राइट? A person is standing with a lot of weight on his hand, but he is not moving at all. So direction of force is this, in the upward direction, right? And the angle between the force and the displacement is 90 degree, right? In this situation, your work done will be zero because there is no movement at all. The person is not moving at all, right? So angle between force applied and the displacement is 90 degree and the object is not moving at all, right? So in this situation we'll say zero work done. Or you can also say, if I give you one example, this is a wall, है ना, ये wall है, a person is standing there and he is pushing the wall, ठीक है, ये क्या कर रहा है, he is pushing the wall but he is not able to move the wall, right? For last half an hour he is trying to push the wall. Of course he will feel tired, right? But he is applying the force is applied in this direction, right? But movement क्या है यहाँ पे, displacement क्या है, displacement is zero. So work done will be, force is there but the displacement is zero, so whole work done will be zero. And when you will see the angle, the force is this and displacement is this, angle is 90 degree, right? So angle between force applied and displacement is 90 degree in this case. तो तब हम क्या बोलेंगे, the zero work is done. Okay, clear? So that's all for today. When we'll meet again, please comment below कि आपको ये lecture आज का कैसा लगा. then only I'll proceed further. When we'll meet again, we'll do some of the numericals related to work, and then further we'll proceed with the energy topic and the numericals related to it. पर आप लोग प्लीज़ कमेंट कीजिएगा कि आपको ये वीडियो कैसे लगा, तो ही मैं आगे नेक्स्ट वीडियोस बनाऊंगी. सो टिल देन, थैंक यू वेरी मच and see you again